Some scars don't come from strangers. They come from the people we once trusted the most. This is the story of a man who lost everything to betrayal and still found the strength to forgive the person who ruined his life. He spent 10 years hating the man, 10 years replaying the same question in his mind. Why did he do it? But the day they finally stood face to face again, nothing prepared him for what he heard, because the man he blamed for ruining his life, the man he swore he'd never forgive, was holding a truth that would break him all over again. His name was Aaron Wells, 34 years old, quiet, disciplined, careful, the kind of man who lived life one step at a time, always afraid that if he moved too fast, everything would fall apart again. 10 years earlier, his world had been simple: a good job, a fiancée he adored, a future he could see clearly. Then one night, one decision, one lie, destroyed all of it. Back then, Aaron worked as a financial analyst in a mid-sized firm. He loved numbers, structure, and solving complex problems. But nothing mattered more to him than his fiancée, Lena. They had been together since college. Everyone said they were perfect for each other, and Aaron believed it. Every moment with Lena felt like a story he couldn't believe he was lucky enough to live. They planned to get married that summer, a small ceremony, family only, a house in the suburb with a little garden. Life felt certain, and certainty felt beautiful, until the night he met Marcus Hale. Marcus was Aaron's co-worker, charming, sharp, competitive, the kind of man who smiled while watching others sink. He'd always envied Aaron's work ethic, his calm personality, and most of all, his relationship. Because Marcus had a dark gift. When he wanted something, he didn't stop until he took it, even if it didn't belong to him. One Friday afternoon, Marcus slithered into Aaron's office, smiling, always smiling. "Aaron," he said casually, "you might want to sit down." Aaron frowned. "Why?" Marcus sighed, pretending to look sympathetic. "It's about Lena." Aaron felt his stomach tighten. "What about her?" Marcus lowered his voice. "I saw her last night, at a bar, with another man." Aaron froze. "That's impossible." Marcus shrugged. "I'm just telling you what I saw. She wasn't exactly acting engaged." Aaron's world tilted. His hands grew numb. He wanted to believe it was a lie. But Marcus pulled out his phone. A blurry photo. A woman with Lena's hair, Lena's jacket. Hugging a man outside a bar, Aaron snatched the phone, staring at it. His breath shook. His throat closed. Marcus watched him break, like he enjoyed it. That night, Aaron confronted Lena. He was shaking, cold, angry. She had just returned from visiting her mother. Or so she said. "Who were you with last night?" Aaron demanded. Lena blinked, stunned. "What? I wasn't with anyone. Don't lie to me." He threw the printed photo onto the table. Lena stared at it, horrified. "Aaron, this isn't me." "It is you," he shouted. "Same jacket, same hair, same—" "It's not me," she whispered. "I wasn't even in town last night. My mom—" "You expect me to believe that?" Tears spilled down her face. "Aaron, why are you doing this? You know me. You know I would never—" But Aaron was already drowning in doubt, in anger, in betrayal. That night, Lena left his apartment in tears. And the next morning, Aaron received a message. "I think we need to cancel the wedding." And just like that, she was gone. Weeks passed. Lena never reached out again. Rumors spread. Aaron withdrew from everything. Work, friends, family. He became a shell of himself. The man who once smiled easily now barely spoke. The wedding was officially canceled. The invitations thrown away. The future dissolved. He blamed Lena. He blamed himself. But mostly, he blamed Marcus. Because the more he thought about it, the more something felt wrong. Off. Too convenient. But without proof, all he had was anger. Then 3 months later, life delivered another blow. Aaron was called into HR. There was an anonymous report accusing him of altering financial data. It was a lie, but the evidence looked real. His computer had been accessed. Files had been changed. Everything pointed to him. Aaron was fired on the spot. No chance to defend himself. No chance to explain. No chance to breathe. He knew who did it. He could feel Marcus's fingerprints all over it, but again, no proof. And so the world took Marcus's smile and threw Aaron's life away. 10 years passed. 10 years of rebuilding brick by brick, working labor jobs, moving apartments, starting over and over again. He tried to forget, but the bitterness lived inside him like a slow poison. He never dated again. Never let anyone get close. Never forgave. The man he became was shaped entirely by the man who ruined him. Then one day, Marcus contacted him, out of nowhere, after a decade of silence. His message was short. "Please see me, it's urgent." "I'm dying." Aaron stared at the screen, emotions twisting like fire. He almost deleted the message, almost ignored it, almost walked away. But something, some aching part of him, needed to know, needed closure, needed the truth. So he went. Marcus was in a hospice facility, thinner, paler, nothing like the man who once walked tall and confident. When Aaron entered the room, Marcus tried to smile. It was weak, broken. "I didn't think you would come," Marcus whispered. "I almost didn't," Aaron replied. His voice was sharp, cold. Marcus nodded, tears forming. "I deserve that." Aaron crossed his arms. "Say what you need to say." Marcus swallowed, slowly, painfully. "I ruined your life," he said, "and I need to tell you why, before I go." Everything came out in pieces, in trembling confessions. Marcus had been jealous, not of Aaron's job, not of his success, but of his happiness. Of Lena's love. Marcus had been in love with Lena for years. And when she rejected him, he snapped. He staged the photo, hired someone to stage the scene, showed it to Aaron knowing he would break. When the heartbreak wasn't enough, he framed Aaron at work, just to watch him fall, just to take everything from him. Marcus's voice cracked. "I don't expect forgiveness, but I can't die carrying this guilt." Aaron felt the room spin. His breath trembled. His fists clenched. 10 years of pain. 10 years of lost love. 10 years of blaming a woman who never hurt him. "How could you?" Aaron whispered. "How could you do that to someone who never wronged you?" Marcus cried. "Because I was weak, and you were everything I wasn't." Aaron stood there staring at the man who destroyed his life. His mind screamed. His heart ached. But then, something unexpected happened. He felt the anger loosening, not disappearing, not excusing, just loosening. Because here was a dying man, broken by the very lies he once used to destroy others. And Aaron realized something profound. He wasn't healing Marcus by forgiving him. He was freeing himself. So he whispered, "I forgive you." Marcus broke into sobs. Not soft ones, deep, painful ones that came from a lifetime of regret. Aaron placed a hand on his shoulder. For the first time, Marcus didn't smile. He cried like a child. Hours later, he died, and Aaron walked out of the building feeling lighter than he had in years. Not because Marcus was gone, but because the hate finally was. A week later, Aaron found Lena. Her hair was longer. She looked older, sadder. But when she saw him, her eyes filled with tears. "I always hoped you'd find out the truth," she whispered. "I never wanted us to end like that." They didn't get back together. They were different people now. But they forgave each other. And that was enough. Aaron rebuilt his life again. But this time, with peace instead of pain. He went back to school, started his own business, opened his heart a little wider each day. Not because life was perfect, but because he finally understood. Forgiveness wasn't for the person who hurt him. It was for the person he was becoming. He forgave the man who ruined his life, not because the man deserved forgiveness, but because Aaron deserved freedom.